What's up, everybody? The NAS Blast here, back with another power level ranking tier list. And today, we're going to be looking at the characters from the game I recently just completely played through, FusionFall. Now, FusionFall is a game that has a bunch of franchises combined into it, all from the Cartoon Network universe. This is just one of those ranking videos that I like to do after I completely play through a game and just want to close my final thoughts on it, and this is just a fun, not so serious way of showing my love for the game I just played. And FusionFall, with all the universes I was just talking about, there are a lot of characters here from shows that, I'm gonna be honest, I haven't seen every single one. And some of these characters aren't even in the version of FusionFall that I played, which is Retribution. So it's going to be a little interesting as we get further down here with some characters I don't very much recognize. But there are a lot of strong characters, a lot of weak characters. What better way to go over my perspective of these things than to go over these tiers? Now, on the very top is God tier, the ultimate strongest beings in this universe. And then Beast tier, which is almost there, very powerful, but not like the top-notch guys. Special, which is, of course, above normal. These two tiers kind of go hand in hand. Normal is just like basic people. They can do basic things, and then special is a little bit better than that. Underneath normal is cannon fodder. Straight, just absolute, just nothing. Don't really help out much, but at least they're not the bottom tier, which is trash, which actively goes against being good. Just is abysmal in every way. And then this tier, which is just, what? Like, I don't know really anything about you. I don't know how to scale you or anything like that, so they're just going to go here. And with that said and done, let's go ahead and start ranking these characters on their lore power level in the FusionFall universe. And I got them kind of organized in the shows that they go with. First up, The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. Now, let's go ahead and rank Billy. Now, Billy's an interesting case. Under normal circumstances, he would be ass, don't get me wrong. But in the FusionFall universe, there's a little bit more that you have to take accountability of. That being the power of imagination. Now, imagination is very useful in the FusionFall universe because it revamps some characters, makes them more powerful than they usually would be, because the main force that they're fighting is the fusion force, which their weakness is imagination, making characters that are imaginary, like the Foster's Home folks, and other child characters that have a strong imagination, making them more useful overall. And Billy is just one of those characters that has a very raw form of it. He's almost like Gohan from Dragon Ball Z. And is one of the factors that is the reason why the final boss in the end is destroyed, is because of Billy here. Normally he probably would be cannon fodder or trash even, but I'll make him normal strictly for the fact that it is Billy's raw imagination energy that helps save the day in the end. Mandy's probably going to go on the same level. She's very resilient. I'd say she's probably better overall than Billy. I don't know if she's so much of a team player, but she is very resilient. And then we got our boy Grim, who I'm going to go ahead and say is God level. I'm going to jump right to God with Grim because you got to understand, he is the representation of death. He is death itself. Now, I know in the show he gets messed up pretty good, pretty much every episode, but you can't doubt that his powers are infinite. He can pretty much do anything at any point, well, with his scythe. He is a cosmic entity and on that level, so if he was like serious and actually was good at his job, there's no limit to what he could do. Let's move on to these other Billy Mandy characters, some side characters down here. The giant spider, Jeff, that was his name. He is a giant spider, and he has spider abilities. So I'd say he's special. Dracula is also an immortal being. He sucks, or he doesn't suck blood, he scrapes and licks. The only thing is he's not a very good fighter. You know, you can't kill him unless you like drive a stick through his heart, but I'd say he's special tier. Same thing with Hoss Delgado. He is a hunter of monsters, and he's geared with a chainsaw hand. So he's kind of like half robot almost. And that's pretty cool. Pretty good for Hoss Delgado. He's a little dumb, but he's badass. Moving on down to the Foster's Home characters. Mac is going to be a little bit of cannon fodder. You'd think he'd have a strong sense of imagination. He made Blue, which I'll go ahead and rank Blue as trash. He's probably one of the worst characters who isn't very helpful at all, really. So not very reliable. But I'd say Mac's imagination abilities is far greater than the imagination that he created itself, if that makes sense. Frankie is like normal, I guess. Billy's thing If it wasn't for the fact that he has like a super strong imagination, he would be like bottom tier. But because of that, I'll have to put him in the bottom class of normal tier. And I'll put Frankie here, below Mandy, above Billy. Wilt is not very strong. Unfortunately, I would say he is cannon fodder. The thing about imagination, the imaginary friends are more resistant toward fusion matter. They don't really have too much offensive capabilities. Unlike the children that can imagine, they're more of the offensive. Imagination creatures are defensive. So that's how we're going to separate these beings. Eduardo is probably the strongest, even though he is pretty much, you know, a pussy. No way else to say it, but he is strong, especially when he's angry. And he'll probably go above most of these characters. Mainly when he's angry. 90% of the time he's not going to be that great, because he's going to run away, but he has the potential. Probably the strongest of the imaginary friends. Actually, oh man, here's the thing. Coco is actually very powerful. I'll put her in beast class, above special, but she is one of the factors, like Billy, that results in the destruction of the main antagonist of the game. Coco has the ability to pretty much make anything at will through her eggs, including pure imagination energy. So because of that, beast tier for Coco. This thing, I don't even know what this dude is. I know he's from Foster's Home, but I didn't see him in the game. I'm gonna go ahead and say he's maybe cannon fodder. Cheese is also trashed here. He actually has the highest casualty rate in the entire game. He kills a lot of people on accident, and that's just how the world goes, dude. That's Cheese for you. And he might be the only character that's worse than Blue, just because he's actively hurting all the good guys on accident, just being there. And like that, the imaginary friends are done. Moving on to the Powerpuff Girls series with this guy. I forgot his name. The leader of the Gangrene Gang, I know that. Don't really know how he fights or what his abilities are, and if he's just by himself. Since he does fight the Powerpuff Girls, I'd say he's probably more resilient than some of these characters. And the Powerpuff Girls, they are all gonna go pretty much in beast class. These are like the Avengers of the FusionFall Universe. They're all like pretty much Superman clones with different abilities, I guess. I know Blossom has like frost breath, but the other two don't. But they have laser beams and shit. They are Superman pretty much. Just not as invincible as him, but they pretty much have the same abilities. Flight, super speed, super strength, all the good stuff. So no particular order. I would say Blossom is the strongest just because she has another ability, which is frost breath and stuff like that. Buttercup, more feisty, you know, probably the best hand-to-hand combatant. I don't know the lore of the Powerpuff Girls. I haven't seen it in a long time, but I remember they are pretty powerful. This is like the bully Bubbles. I don't know. I don't think he has any abilities, so I'm just going to say he's cannon fodder. He's just a normal-ass dude. I don't know how his imagination is, so Mac is going to go above him. And then the mayor. The mayor, I like the mayor. Don't get me wrong. I do like him, but he's going to have to be cannon fodder. He is probably cannon fodder, if I had to be honest. Mojo Jojo is very strong. Beast, he is very strong, and the game starts off with him pretty much annihilating Buttercup here. So one could say he's stronger than Buttercup. But in a one-on-one battle, I don't know. I mean, he takes on all three all the time, so I would say shit, Mojo is probably stronger. Plus, he has a monkey army at his side, so yeah, he's pretty good. Probably, I'll put Coco down here, actually. I would say the Powerpuff Girls are stronger than Coco. Her ability isn't very reliable, but she does have the ability to create anything. Fuzzy Lumpkin is just a beast guy, but he will not go in beast class. He's probably lower than Hostile Gato, I'd say. I'm going to move Spider Guy down. Him, unfortunately, is not him. And I don't remember what his abilities really are. I just know he's a weirdo with, like, lobster hands. So he's just a dude, really. So I'm just going to put him maybe above Hostile Gato and maybe above Dracula. He's probably smarter. He's like an actual villain. I think he'd probably take these two down. I guess this is the chicken from Chicken and Cow? Is that the show? Cannon fodder. And then moving on to Chowder. We have 3 Chowder characters here. Chowder is also going to be... Does he have a... He doesn't really do anything in the game. At least, like, Retribution. He only shows up for, like, the holiday event. So he's just there to, like, sell food or whatever. So, unfortunately, he will go there. There's a fart cloud here, which I think Kenshi is pretty much invincible, right? Unless you like use some kind of wind or suck him up in a vacuum or something. But he's a fart cloud. He could do a little bit of damage, I guess. He could singe some nose hairs. Fart cloud is gonna go above these guys. And then Schnitzel's like a beefcake. He's like made of rocks or something, or at least very sturdy. He's gonna go there. He's gonna go in normal class because he doesn't really help out in the fight, but he is a big boy. He's a big boy. Next up, we got the one character from, it's like the robot show. The junkyard, the goat's junkyard. That's his area in the game. If he has his robot, then he's gonna go in beast class. If he has the robot. But if he's just on his own, he's pretty ass. So the robot's carrying him pretty far. I'll put him there. And then Dexter's lab. Dexter himself is a beast. He's smart. He's like the Iron Man of this universe, as I said many times ago. He's gonna go up here. Technology. Just imagine Iron Man. That is Dexter. And he's got a robot MILF psychic down here who's gonna go in special class. She's a robot, I'd say. She's probably stronger than Eduardo. And then Mandark is almost on the same level as Dexter, but he's just like Dexter in every way except just worse. I'll put him here. Just because brains does take you pretty far in this universe. These are the heavy hitters, at least in like intelligence. Mandark, Mojo, and Dexter. These are the scientists of the universe. And pretty much combined to be like different versions of Iron Man in a way. And then Dee Dee is pretty much cannon fodder. She's actually trash, honestly. She is trash because she kind of just gets in the way. Adam Lyon, he wasn't even in Retribution. He should have been there, but his school was there. He's from My Gym Partner's a Monkey, and pretty much is the only representation of that show. His main ability, I guess, is talking to animals. He may go in cannon fodder. And I might bring Chowder up a little bit. Trash is more so like people that are more so like you're better off just not having them around at all. Actually, yeah, maybe I'm going to keep Chowder down there. He's probably going to eat everything. So yeah, sorry, Chowder. And with that, we're moving on to the best show of them all. Ed, Edd, and Eddy with 6 characters. We'll actually start off with, Double D. I mean, he's special. His imagination is taking him very far up. He's another big brain guy. He's not as good as these other big brain guys up here, but imagination runs pretty strong, and he makes a fort that pretty much saves his boys, his Ed boys. I'll put him right here. Double D. Eddy is pretty bad. I'd say he's cannon fodder. He's probably bottom tier cannon fodder. He does supply people with items and shit. Like, he owns a business. That is his ability. He's a businessman. I'll bring him up, because I guess he does have to have a little bit of imagination now that I'm thinking about it. Is he better than a fart cloud, though? That's the real question. I'll say the fart cloud's a little bit better. And then Ed, he is strong and very resistant to many things. Although I would love to put Ed in God class. I would love to. Or even Beast. I'll say he's up here. Very strong imagination. And he's probably more resilient. I would probably rather have Ed on my team than Billy. Billy's just annoying and probably gets in the way a lot. But Ed's just a wall, dude. Ed is a wall. So I'll take him over most of these people. He's probably on the same level as Schnitzel. And this guy is actually, he fights, I guess. He does fight the Powerpuff Girls, even though he's usually got a team with him. And I guess I'll add the team. This is the Gangrene Gang as a whole. So, yeah. The Kanker Sisters. Lee is probably like down here. She is strong. The Kanker Sisters are strong creatures for sure. I'll put Marie back up here. She's strong like her sisters. I would say Billy's imagination. I'll just put her there. I'll put all the sisters together, make it less complicated, be easier on myself. And Ed and Eddy is finished. Moving on to the next show, Adventure Time. Now this is going to be an interesting one because a lot of these characters are pretty strong. BMO, I'll go ahead and start and say that unfortunately, I love BMO. He'll be cannon fodder. I mean, he's about on the same level as the mayor, I'd say. Jake is shit, dude. Jake is very strong. Especially him and Finn together. I'll put Jake there, under the Powerpuff Girls, above Coco. And then Finn himself is very strong. He's going to be a beast. He is a warrior. Especially, like, whatever version you got. I don't know if it's, like, him with the grass arm or a sword. I don't know. I'll put him here. Above the Powerpuff Girls. Well, actually, that doesn't seem right. He should go below the Powerpuff Girls. Him and Jake. If they were fused, if they combined their forces, they would be, like, up here. But separately, Yeah, they're gonna have to go below the PPGs. Princess Bubblegum, I didn't see the later seasons. I know she ends up becoming like a warrior-ish. I don't know. She's kind of smart, and she's also made of gum, like Majin Buu. Like double D level. Double D level. And then Ice King. Ice King has good abilities. He can control ice. He's just a little schizo. He's special, I guess. I'll put him above Eduardo because he's more consistent, but the robot chick is probably smarter. She's like ChatGPT if made into a physical being. And Marceline is the last contender of this show, who is an immortal vampire who's going to go on the same level as Dracula, I guess, but probably a little bit stronger because I'd say she's probably stronger than Dracula. She's probably more agile. I can't see this Dracula moving too much. Some more big players down here. Ben 10. We're getting to the Ben 10 list. Ben 10, of course, I mean, in the FusionFall game, they kind of explain that Ben doesn't have his aliens. You can't really transform as much, but I'm just going to call bullshit on that. This man has full Omnitrix abilities. Just Alien X alone is going to put him in God. I mean, Ben 10 is like their best actual hero. Grim is Death, who's going to go above him. He's not very useful to the team other than resurrecting people, which is pretty good. He doesn't really want to fight. But Ben 10 is actively out here fighting the good fight. Gwen is also like a magic user. I'd say she's below him down here. I'd say she's above the Powerpuff Girls. This is Evil Ben. I forgot his name, but he's pretty much Ben with like the same abilities, right? Just worse at it. So he's going to go in God class as well. Grandpa Max is, I mean, I love Grandpa Max too. Here's the thing, I love a lot of these characters, man. But when it comes to power scaling, they're not going to hold up as well. Grandpa Max is very smart, very good at hand-to-hand combat. I mean, I saw he was strong enough to lift a pillar up, like a cement pillar. I'd rather him be on my team than Ice King. So yeah, I guess another factor I'm going to play into this is how good they are on a team as well. Like fighting against hordes of monsters and the enemies of FusionFall or whatever. Kevin is strong. I'd say he's special tier. I'd probably put him in Beast, honestly. Honestly, a lot of the Ben 10 characters with powers are going to go in Beast. Probably better than Coco, but Finn and Jake might got beat. Down here we got the other, like, younger versions of Ben 10. I'm going to say this is Ben 10 with his original 10 aliens. And he doesn't really have good control of the Omnitrix. Very inexperienced. So I'll put him in bottom tier Beast. Same thing with little Gwen is pretty weak, I'd imagine. Better than Princess Bubblegum, him. Yeah, I'll put her here. Special. Below Ice King, better than Eduardo. Vilgax is very strong. He's probably going to be a Beast class as well. I'm going to put him up here with the other Brainiacs. Like, he is represented to be like on the same level as Mojo Jojo and Mandark. I'd say he's better than Mandark for sure, but Mojo Jojo has a lot of other shit going for him. And then Hex is also another magic user. Weaker than the Powerpuff Girls, weaker than Gwen. And okay, I'll put him here above Coco. And another two weird characters we got down here is just like separate Ben 10 aliens for some reason. Only Humongosaur and Mega Swamp Fire. So I guess just them by themselves. Humongosaur is pretty strong, but he's like a big monster. I'd say that most of these characters above him could take him out. Finn and Jake, Powerpuff Girls, Gwen, Vilgax. Even though, I mean, I haven't seen Ben 10 in a while. There's probably a few times Vilgax fights Humongosaur, but let's not think about that right now. Mega Swamp Fire is also very strong. It's gonna go above Gwen, below the Smarty Pantses up here. Now this is where I get a little, I don't know. I remember the Secret Saturdays. I didn't really watch the show too much, but I do remember it. I don't remember their abilities. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna put most of these into what? Like, I don't know. I can't rank them too well. Don't really know these characters too much. This guy's a Sasquatch. I know that much. So he's gonna be at least normal. I'll put him in special with like the spider and Fuzzy Lumpkin. That makes sense to me. Next up is Flapjack, who's by himself. He's gonna be cannon fodder, unfortunately. I mean, he's going to try and help out. He's not going to be as bad as the trash tier. It's probably more helpful than the mayor. The Gumball show. Darwin and Gumball. Cannon fodder. Probably same level as Flapjack, I would say. Weasel. I Am Weasel. I'd say he's also cannon fodder. I don't think he's going to be out there fighting too much. This is Johnny Bravo's friend, who's just like a normal dude, normal geeky guy. Oh, he's probably better than Adam Lion, I guess. Like, he's just a normal dude. Okay, these are the characters we got left. A lot of these are from one-off shows, except for this one right here. But let's go ahead. We got Johnny Bravo and Johnny Test. And you know what I just realized? Johnny Bravo and Johnny Test, who both have the same first name as well, have almost the same kind of hairdo. Johnny's like a normal guy, but he's fucking ripped. He's probably stronger than the Kanker sisters. Is he stronger than Ed and Schnitzel? I don't know. I don't know how their cartoon powers align. Who's actually physically stronger? I'd say he's smarter than Ed, though. I'll put him there. Johnny Test is annoying as fuck. We're not even going to count his, like, superhero persona. He's probably going to get in the way, almost. If he doesn't have, like, his sisters to, like, give him, like, tech or whatever. He's pretty much trash, honestly. He's going to get in the way a lot. I'd honestly prefer to have, like, Chowder. Yeah, Johnny Test is trash. Juniper Lee is good at fighting, and she's got, like, magical abilities. So I'm going to put her in Beast. Put her, like, on Finn's level. Yeah, Finn's level. That sounds about right. Is this Johnny Test's dad? It looks like a human version of SpongeBob. He's just gonna be cannon fodder as well. I don't know. I guess I'll put him like down here. Like with this guy. These are like just two normal ass dudes. Oh man. These two characters are from like Time Squad, right? Robot's gonna be normal. I don't really know too much about Time Squad. I never seen that show. I just know that these guys are from it. I don't know, man. I don't know where I'm going to put this guy. I don't know what he's like. I don't know what he does. I'll put him down there. This is also pretty much like a Captain America ripoff from Dexter. I think he might have had his own spin-off show, but it was pretty much the Avengers. So I'll put him up here. It's pretty much like Captain America. Maybe I'll put him in Beast here. Yeah, I'll put him in Beast. Right there, above Kevin. Yes, above Kevin. Under Humongosaur for Captain America. And here's the last big lineup of a main show, and that's the K&D, Kids Next Door. Number 1s through 5, and some other characters. Oh, and this is also a Powerpuff character right here. It's Princess. She has like tech. She's like an artificial Powerpuff Girl, using like technology instead. She's probably above the Spider. Alright, then let's get to number 1. Number 1 is probably the best specialist slash hand-to-hand combatant of the K&D. So he's going to go in Beast tier. Probably below. Like, the thing is, the K&D, like the Powerpuff Girls, where if they're all together, they're very strong. But separate, not so much. I don't think he's going to beat Humongosaur. I'll be real. Or Kevin, or these guys, or these. These are just, like, honestly normal kids with, like... Yeah, they have some imagination, but they're 2x4 technology hard carries most of the time. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm just going to put them in normal. Probably above Billy, above the Kanker sisters. Above her. Above Johnny. Okay, I'll put him there. Number 2 is also pretty good. He's normal. He's smart. From robot tier. Number 3 is probably worse off. Say above the Kanker sisters. Below Frankie. Same thing with number 4. He's probably a better fighter than number 3. Number 5 actually may be better than number 1. They're all like on the same level. This is cannon fodder or just trash. Number 3's sister. Put her below Johnny Test. Toilinator's all about toilets. He's a normal ass dude with toilet powers. He would be down here with these other normal ass dudes, but you gotta remember, he has a plunger, and he has at least a little bit of fighting experience. I'd probably put him above the Kanker sisters, below number 3. Below all of the K&D members, but above the Kanker sisters and Billy. Sticky Beard, I mean, he's like a normal dude with, say he's above 4 and 3. Above Frankie. Mandy's a hard one to rank because she is strong, but she doesn't really do anything. She just got the aura. She aura farms. Pure menace. Father is very strong. He's got fire powers and is very intimidating. Probably stronger than most of these villains. Stay on the same level as Ice King. Ice powers and fire powers. These are like two sides of the same coin. And they're both a little crazy. Ice King's a lot more crazy, but I'd say Father's more unhinged. Professor Utonium is smart, but he's not a big tech guy or a fighter at all. He's probably just normal. He's smart. His big brain will carry him. And we're getting down to the last bunch of characters down here. A lot of these are just like single offshoot characters. Like this guy, I don't know who this robot is. I think I remember. I don't know. I'm gonna put him down here. He looks vaguely memorable to me.
Huh?
Generator Rex is gonna be like beast tier. I don't know, man. Like, he might even be God. He's got machine powers. Put him above Dexter, honestly, because this is what Dexter would probably want to have. If Dexter had Generator Rex's abilities with his brain, he would definitely be God tier. But unfortunately, they are separate entities. Someone needs to give them the Patara earrings. We got the big-ass symbiotic Titan. He's like the same level as wherever the other guy is. This guy. Except he just needs himself, and then this needs 3 beings to operate. But I feel like the Symbiotic Titan might be stronger than his, like, junkyard transformer. And this is the guy from Toonami. I don't think I've ever seen him fight or anything. He's just kind of the announcer. I think he is a robot, and he's got a spaceship. Put him bottom tier special, because I just have no idea. He is a robot, and he's got a spaceship, so he's probably kind of strong and kind of smart. Yeah, let's move on. This guy, I'm pretty sure, is the villain from the Saturdays, so I'll put him down here too, because I have no idea what he is, what his abilities are, what his name is. No idea. Like I said, I played Retribution. A big chunk of these characters aren't even in that game. It's like an older version of FusionFall. So like characters like Chowder, the Saturdays, Johnny Test, they don't appear at all. And if they do, it's like for a holiday event, like Flapjack for Valentine's Day. Same thing with Johnny Bravo. So, yeah, I don't really know too much about them or their personalities or whatever. Scotsman is a warrior. I'd say he's special. He's probably stronger than Hoss Delgado and the Vampire, Double D. He's got like a sword with runes on it. Magical runes. He'll slay Coco. He'll slay Coco, but Hex might have some magical powers and shit that can help him in that fight. He's pretty much, I mean, the Scotsman is just pretty much brute force. Not a whole lot of thought. Just attack, but he does attacking very well. Demongo, a creature of... Oh, fuck. Let's put him here. Demongo is very powerful as well. Or he's the soul collector, and he's a weapons expert or whatever, and a turbo assassin. An ancient deity that even Samurai Jack has a hard time fighting. I'll put him above Dexter, honestly. I mean, this guy is just an eternal demon. I think Generator Rex could beat him, but yeah, I'll have to put him there. Last 2 characters down here. Samurai Jack and Courage the Cowardly Dog. Samurai Jack is a straight up beast, and he's probably the best fighter amongst everyone here. Base Samurai Jack here is really just a normal dude times like fucking 100 with his sword abilities. And he's like one of the last survivors in the FusionFall world too. So he's top tier beast, but he just is not on the level of God yet. Because these up here, Ben 10 and the Grim Reaper, insanely powerful. Beyond what Jack can even register. And last but not least, we have Courage the Cowardly Dog. Where does he go in all this? You would be surprised. I mean, Courage is very resilient. I've said that a lot in this. He's sturdy, strong. He pretty much can take all the hits thrown at him. He never gives up. He's like the Punisher almost. Courage the Cowardly Dog is like the Punisher. You heard it here first, folks. He's a dog too, so he's got dog powers. Turbo Sniff. Sturdiness isn't going to get you very far. He's like on the same level as Ed, I would say, but weaker. He does save the world a few times, but I'd say he's better than Billy. Courage is better than Billy. And yeah, I mean, this is the tier list right here, boys. This is what I believe is the power ranking scale of all the characters from FusionFall. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to leave a like and check out my other tier lists, because there are more coming, and there are more analysis videos coming as well. If you want to check out the FusionFall Nasty Analysis, where I go in-depth on the entire game in 2-part videos, that's on the channel too. I uploaded those pretty recently, so I'll have the link in the description. And if you want even more FusionFall, go check out the second channel where I got all the gameplay recorded. That is at the Nast Cast. Anyways, I bid you guys farewell. I hope you have a nasty night, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.